Allow me to extend my condolences to the wife of J.M. Kariuki, Mama Terry Kariuki, who has passed on, and request the minister that because of the unique history of Josiah Mwangi Kariuki in this country, the state should remember that his wife is dead. Mr. Speaker, my question is as follows. What is the status of investigations into the attack on Honorable Peter Salasya, MP, Member of Parliament from Mumias East constituency, at Harambee in Buhaya Catholic Church in Mumias Town on 12th of November 2023? 2. Violent altercation between rival groups at Bulimbo Primary School in Cholera Ward on 2nd December 2023 during the burial of the late Senator Godliver Nangira Omondi that resulted in numerous injuries and significant damage to property. 3. The altercation between His Excellency the Honorable Fernandez Barasa, Governor of Kakamega, and the Honorable Elsie Muhanda, MP, Woman Representative for Kakamega, at a public function in Eregi area in a Kolomani constituency on the 17th of November 2024, which sparked tension amongst residents of the county. And 4, violent altercation between rival groups at Matungu constituency on the 8th of February 2025 during the burial of the late Chief Agostino Odongo, resulting in numerous injuries and significant damage to property. And could the Cabinet Secretary disclose the identities of the perpetrators and financiers or sponsors of these acts of violence and explain why they have not been arrested and arraigned in court? What's more, could the Cabinet Secretary tell us what the government is doing to address the rise in such incidents of violence and guarantee security at public functions, particularly those attended by politicians? I thank you.
Honorable CS, you may proceed to respond.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Once again, I'm very happy to be here and to respond to questions by honorable senators. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I have looked at the statements or requests for questions. And so, with your permission, Mr. Speaker, if you may allow me 3 minutes to do an introductory overview of the issues that touch on policy issues, so that when I answer directly, I will just focus on the incidences, specific incidences for every county and for every senator. Mr. Speaker, it's again my singular honor to appear before this August House to shed light on issues that members have asked us on behalf of the people of Kenya. By doing so, we remain accountable and transparent in our operations, policies, and decisions as demanded by the Article 153.3 of the Constitution. In our actions and undertaking, fidelity to the Constitution is always guiding principle. The country is calm, peaceful, and stable. Over the past 7 months, however, we have faced sporadic issues of infiltration of peaceful demonstrations, banditry, land disputes, and resource conflicts. We have also faced service delivery challenges attributable to budgetary shortfalls. The prevalence of these challenges in the wider society are reflected by the questions the honorable senators have been seeking clarification in the past few months. One of the security issues that has captured the attention of the public lately is the violence perpetrated by border or through border operators, especially torching of vehicles in road traffic accidents. This is the very issue that has been raised by Senator of Tharaka Nithi and Senator Mwenda Kataya. Mr. Speaker, as you may be aware, we have just returned from our 47 counties tour under the Jukwaa la Usalama banner, where we engage members of the public and security stakeholders on security issues and service delivery challenges at the grassroots. The forum revealed concerns that criminal elements have infiltrated the border sector across the country. It's a complaint in almost every county, Mr. Speaker. The issue is particularly prevalent in Western, Nyanza, and Nairobi counties. The border sector remains a vital pillar of Kenya's transport economy, providing employment and livelihood for thousands of youths nationwide. However, its rapid growth with minimal regulation has led to disorder, lawlessness, and rising insecurity associated with unregistered and unidentified riders. I think it's Senator Khalwale who has been working on something also on the same subject. To ensure the sector contributes optimally to the economy, while at the same time preserving law and order, we are working with NTSA and county governments to ensure all operators are registered under SACCOs and assigned the operation areas. The leadership of the SACCO will in return enforce discipline and report rogue operators to the authorities. We are also exploring modalities of incorporating the leaders into community policing to enhance responsibility and aid in intelligence gathering. Criminal elements who masquerade as border operators will be prosecuted to protect the, and they call it discipline in courts, but arbitrary. And livestock theft across the north are coexisting peacefully. And in Crimon in Laikipia County will further enhance the fight against banditry, cattle rustling, and illegal arms movement in Samburu, Baringo, and Laikipia counties. These gains were realized through intelligence-led, targeted operations and close coordination among security agencies. Building on this development, we have entered a new phase focused on rehabilitation. In July 2025, I extended an olive branch for voluntary surrender of illegal firearms, leading to the recovery of 600 weapons and the surrender of several notorious bandits. The minister has also initiated empowerment and reintegration program for the reformed bandits, offering education, skills training, and alternative livelihoods to them. This approach, coupled with development projects spearheaded by the government of President William, offering education, skills training, and alternative livelihoods to them. This approach, coupled with development projects spearheaded by the government of President William Ruto, is transforming the North Rift and ensuring we are on the path to lasting peace and prosperity. In the Upper Eastern, the northern part of the Meru County, especially Igembe North, Mutwati, Igembe Central, Tigania East, Tigania West, Buru East, and Buru West sub-counties, they have a long time experience. They have had a long time experiences of banditry and cattle rustling. Following the deployment of additional security personnel and equipment in the last 2 years, the challenges have been largely contained, except of a few challenges here and there. To sustain the gains and eliminate threats in the long term, we are enhancing the role of national police reservists, constructing security roads, and engaging communities for better management of grazing rights, grazing and water rights. Mr. Speaker, in our urban areas, we have dismantled organized criminal gangs such as Panga Boys, Wakaliwao, Confirm, Gaza, 42 Brothers, among others, and who had terrorized the residents through mugging, extortion, and drug trafficking. Through multi-agency intelligence-driven operations, these networks have been disrupted, their leaders apprehended, the law and order restored in cities like Mombasa, Nakuru, and Kisumu. Working with local administrators and communities, we have reclaimed the neighborhoods once ruled by fear. Public spaces now are safer.
Respond to this question specifically, especially the one that has been asked by the Honorable Senator for Kakamega, so that we make progress. Otherwise, with the 21 questions, we may not even go halfway if we proceed with the manner in which you have started.
Mr. Speaker, why I asked your permission was that instead of infusing all these answers to the different questions, so that I just don't need to explain the other issues, I decided to summarize it in an introduction, which I only remained with one page. Then when I go to his question, I'll just ask specific incidences without going back to the policy issues.
So you're saying
I have only one page.
Your statement is a response to all the
policy issues across all the questions, Mr.
Okay,
Speaker.
so
and I have only one page to go,
just
and then I go to the specific questions. So, Mr. Speaker, where was I? So, yes, the minister has also accelerated. No, I was almost here. These modernization plans include the introductions of digital occurrence book systems, installation of CCTV cameras within and around police facilities, and the integration of data management systems to enhance transparency, accountability, and real-time coordination in police operations. Following the Jukwaa la Usalama engagements, we have set in motion reforms in our institutions, particularly the National Police Reserves, Police Service. We have also developed a policy framework on transfers and promotions, ensuring that no police officer serves in the same station for more than 3 years to enhance accountability and professionalism. More reforms are underway, Mr. Speaker, touching on welfare, resource allocation, adequate fuel allocation, improved mobility, continuous capacity building, and modernization of police infrastructure. We are also at the advanced stage in the development of model police station in a bid to strengthen service delivery. In the same spirit, we have rolled out comprehensive reforms within the National Government Administration Office framework. An elaborate scheme of service has been developed to guarantee career progression, supported by structured training and retaining programs to enhance administrative competence and leadership in all levels. This year alone, we have trained 8,073 chiefs and assistant chiefs in induction, paralegal, and security management courses. Besides, 804 assistant county commissioners have been trained in and awarded diploma in public administration certificates. We have decentralized also various programs across the board. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, the Jukwaa la Usalama initiative has proven invaluable in identifying systemic challenges that had long hindered effective service delivery. By engaging directly with the officers and the public on the ground, we are solving problems that could never have been fully understood from boardrooms in Nairobi. So some of the far-reaching operational and policy changes arising out of the Jukwaa forums will need support of Parliament, and I will be coming to you, dear Honourable Senators, for your consideration. With your indulgence, Mr. Speaker, now I beg to move to the detailed responses to the specific questions. The 26. I think it was question number 26 from Honourable Khalwale, Mr. Speaker. And to save time and considering the number of questions, I will not repeat the question itself. I'll just go straight to answering part A, which is the status of investigations into attack on Honorable Peter Salasya, MP at Harambee Buhaya Catholic Church in Mumias Town on 12 November 2023. Mr. Speaker, the Member of Parliament for Mumias East constituency, Honorable Peter Salasya, attended Harambee of Buhaya Catholic Church in Mumias Town on 12 November 2023. The event, organized by the Western Region Members of Parliament caucus, was presided over by the Right Honorable Speaker of National Assembly, Honorable Moses Masika Wetangula. However, Honorable Peter Salasya was attacked by a rival of a group of young men when he was invited to address the congregation, resulting in a fracas that led to his injuries. He reported the matter on at Mumias Police Station, where it was recorded in the occurrence book under entry number 23 of December 23/12/11/2023 at 2:25 p.m. He was advised to seek medical attention and complete a P3 form. a copy of which was provided to him. However, despite being invited by the investigating officer, the complainant, Honorable Peter Salasya, is yet to return to provide his statement to the police. As a result, the case remains pending under investigation due to complainant's failure to record his statement. On Part B, Mr. Speaker, status of investigations into violent altercations between rival groups at Bulimbo Primary School in Holera Ward on 2nd December 2023. Honorable Speaker, the funeral of the late Honorable Godliver Omondi, may she rest in peace. We served together in this house with Senator Boni Khalwale and Godliver. A nominated member of the County Assembly of Kakamega then was held on 2nd December 2023 at Bulimbo Primary School grounds. The event, attended by senior politicians, concluded peacefully at approximately 5:30 p.m. No incidents of violence or injuries reported or reports were made to the police in connection with the event. Part C, the status of investigation into altercation between Honorable FCPA Fernandez Baraza, OGW, Governor of Kakamega County, and Honorable Helsi Muhanda, Women Representative of Kakamega County, on 7th November 2024. Honorable Speaker, on 6th November 2024, Honorable Elsie Muhanda took to the podium to address mourners at a funeral in Imalamba, Eregi. However, her remarks reportedly provoked supporters of the Governor Barasa, leading to a commotion. A brief altercation ensued between the two groups, prompting police intervention, which swiftly restored order and prevented destruction of property. One individual who sustained minor facial injuries reported the incident, which was booked in 16/7/224 at Eregi Police Station. Despite police efforts, the injured individual declined to provide formal statement, and as such, the case remains pending under investigations. D, the status of investigations to violent altercations between rival groups in Matungu constituency on 8th of February 2025. Honorable Speaker, there was a violent altercation between rival groups at Matungu constituency on 8th of February 2025 during the burial of the late Chief Agostino Odongo, resulting in numerous injuries and insignificant damage to property. Mr. Felix Omutala, who was allegedly attacked by a group of 4 individuals, complained of assault, prompting the Director of Criminal Investigations officers from Mumias West to commence investigations. One suspect was arrested and arraigned in court under the file number 925/3025. The other 3 suspects were still tracked by the police for arrest and subsequent arraignment in court. Additionally, inquiry file number 01/2025 was opened at Kakamega County DCI headquarters regarding offenses committed during the burial. The file has been forwarded to ODPP for review and further action. In fact, Mr. Speaker, let me say this, that it was as a result of this funeral that I addressed the country on this behavior of using goons in public functions. And Mr. Speaker, the resolution we made in Kakamega during the Chikwala Usalama was that Western region, particularly Kakamega County, needed more attention of the DCI officers in apprehending and arresting these characters. Mr. Speaker, because of the efforts we put in place from February, that's the kind of incidences such as the one that happened in Matungu, Mr. Speaker, have come down in Kakamega generally, and particularly in Mumias area, where the public meetings have been impossible to contain because of the kind of violent mobilization that political leaders engage in. Mr. Speaker, this is an issue of great concern to us going to the elections, and the DCI and the National Police Service are prepared to deal very well or decisively on this issue, Mr. Speaker, and it is something that we are alive to and we continue to monitor. Disclosure of identities of financiers of violent acts and their legal status. Mr. Speaker, due to the sensitive nature of ongoing investigations, we are currently unable to disclose the names of the suspects to avoid jeopardizing the process. However, intelligence gathering so far has identified key financiers behind these violent acts, and investigation to uncover additional suspects have made significant progress. The government remains committed to ensuring that all individuals responsible, including financiers and orchestrators of violent incidences, are apprehended and held accountable in accordance with the law. Appropriate legal action will be taken against anyone found culpable once investigations reach a conclusive stage and legal threshold is met. We assure this House that no individual, regardless of their status, will be shielded from this process of justice. And as I said, Mr. Speaker, the file is before the ODPP and the processes are ongoing. Government measures to address rising violence of public functions. One is that, Mr. Speaker, the government acknowledged the increase in politically motivated violence at public gatherings, particularly in Western Kenya. To address the vice, and when I say Western Kenya, it's not Western region. It's all the way to Nyanza, Mr. Speaker, and also some parts of Rift Valley. Mr. Speaker, to address the vice, the following measures have been implemented at public gatherings to prevent violence and ensure public safety. In addition to uniformed officers, undercover teams are discreetly stationed within crowds to gather intelligence, monitor activities, and identify individuals inciting unrest. Well, we may be doing this, Mr. Speaker, but there is not enough police officers in this country to be monitoring every public function, every funeral, every church arambe, every public function that happens. So it's important that we deal with the key perpetrators so that we can, Mr. Speaker, stem this rise of criminal activities during public functions. Strict legal action, investigations into suspects, including politicians accused of inciting violence, are at advanced stage. Appropriate legal action will be taken against individuals found guilty of orchestrating such incidents. Public awareness and preventive measures. The government is working with community leaders, political parties, and law enforcement agencies to promote peaceful coexistence and de-escalate tensions at public events. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, the government remains committed to ensuring that the safety of all citizens and holding perpetrators of violence are accountable. We continue to work closely with law enforcement agencies, intelligence units, and community stakeholders to mitigate politically instigated violence and uphold the rule of law. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Boni, do you have any supplementary question?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mrs. Cut out for him. As a former colleague in this House, I believe the minister wants to succeed, and we're going to support him. But, Mr. Speaker, these instances took place, Minister, as far back as 2023, and you're telling us you're still investigating a case